Hey guys, Ashley here with another MCP creepypasta reaction. This time it's another 7 Deadly Sins video, but this time it's a ritual one. So far, I think he's only done 2 of these. First one was definitely from the original, his classic series as I like to call it, and this one is much more the more modern one. Without further ado, let's oh, before we start, feel free to look at it in the description below so you guys can check this out for yourselves and give me a reply of how you guys think of this. Without further ado, let's begin, shall we? Nice new intro. Rain! We've got rain, guys!
Have you ever been hurt by someone that you thought that you could trust? Ever wish that you could have seen it coming? That if only you could have seen the person for what they truly were, the evil, soul-sucking bastard that they were. Oh, there's a way.
Insert
Now, before
FMA
you say
character
anything,
here,
no, this is not
guys.
some sort of blood sacrifice to the Lord of the Underworld. The devil has no such use or desire for the killing of a random creature, and if he did, don't you think that he would merely do it himself? However, I wouldn't recommend that you perform this ritual for fear that if anything does go wrong. I'll leave it to your imagination as to what horrors you'll unleash upon yourself. Instead, I advise you to stop listening and quite possibly never come back.
Okay.
But if you're truly serious, as you must be if you've bothered to listen up to this point, there is a way. You'll need the following items. A container of salt. Any old stuff from your local store will do. Just make sure that you have enough. You'll require a match or flint or lighter.
Okay.
A large sheet of paper and a pencil with which to draw.
A
Don't
transmutation
worry either
symbol?
about having to memorize ancient Aramaic or Latin symbols or words. And finally, and most importantly, an item of great sentimental value to you. Now, I can't stress enough how important this last item is for several reasons. Foremost, being that the ritual will not work without it. Now,
A philosopher's
what this
stone.
item is doesn't really
Or
matter,
something to
as long as it
equivalent
means a lot
exchange.
to you as a person. Family photos of special events are recommended. If it was an occasion etched into your memory, if you have a lucky pencil case or something similar, that's also perfect. Avoid items you have many of, or that you would have little or no problem giving to any but your close friends. Now for the ritual itself. It's best if you can find a place alone, although not essential. But then again, if you don't want a family member walking in on you doing what must appear to them as some insane ritual of the occult, then yeah, you may want to avoid doing it somewhere where you can be disturbed.
Yeah, don't do it in public.
Ideally, get there about 11:30 p.m. And make sure that you're bearing no religious icon. Then, I give it great honor to call it a creature, but it's the only word I can think of.
Creature, huh?
The creature won't see it as a deterrent, as more of an insult. It's the equivalent of some random dude breaking into your house, waving his junk in your face. Best case scenario, it doesn't appear. Worst case, they'll find your remains spattered all over the walls. So, no crucifixes, no stars of David, or anything which represents a faith. Even if the religion isn't real, like one from a video game or movie. It is a bit of a gamble, so best you just avoid it altogether.
Oh,
Next,
hello,
you must pour
Father.
salt in a circle,
Or,
large enough for a person to stand in,
okay,
with
I'll just
relative
say.
comfort. Make sure that it's a complete circle. Any breaks in it could prove disastrous. Then, take a pencil and write a name on the piece of paper and place it in the circle.
Circle.
Light the flame. Hold it in your left hand and your object in your right. As the clock approaches midnight, repeat the following phrase. I turn from the Lord who would hide the true name of his creation to one who will reveal to me the truth hidden within the lies.
The truth within the truth
Then say
within
your
the
name on
truth.
paper before continuing.
So you want to meet truth?
To thee,
No, bad
I
idea,
offer
bad
a
idea,
gift
bad idea.
of friendship. Place the object in the circle as your gift to the circle. Then wait until our clock strikes midnight and blow out your candle so that the dark consumes you. Continue to 13 quietly. And then relight the candle. If all has gone to plan, there should be a person standing in the circle in front of you.
Sebastian?
They won't dare hurt you or whatever they would do to you.
It's Sebastian, guys! Sebastian for Black
you won't
Butler!
Feel entirely right either. Despite being divinely beautiful, the person will seem to exude an order of pure wrongness. As your instincts scream at you that the thing does not belong in this world, you'll feel icy cold.
What, you got a problem against demon butlers?
You should be unable to hear much over the drumming of your own heart. And the person will introduce themselves, as by the name you wrote on the paper, and they accept your generous gift, and that they wish to repay you. Politely nod, and say that it's not necessary. They love manners. Until they say, "Oh, but I insist." You will feel dizzy and fall asleep, only to find yourself in a strange maze when you awaken.
This is Discord's maze? Or the maze from Black Butler 2? Sorry if I had to make that reference, guys. I'm sorry if I had to brought that up. Okay.
Hanging over you like a fog. Now the real test begins. Stay
Dante's
calm
Inferno, guys, being run by the Homunculi.
Inside, you'll find a grand feast lay out before you, including all of your favorite foods and drinks. People will be singing merrily and will insist that you come and join them.
Gluttony.
No matter how mouth-watering it smells.
No, thank you.
Don't take a single bite.
I'm gonna pass.
The moment you do, a nagging, aching hunger will fall upon you. No matter how much you eat and eat, you'll never be able to shake this inescapable hunger, and you shall be stuck in an endless cycle of gluttony until you literally, and with unimaginable agony, burst under the weight of all that food. Walking into the next chamber, you will discover no people, but instead a vast treasure trove.
Greed!
From jewels that would make those of the queen.
Why are you imagining Greed wearing a king's outfit?
Dressed up, set in gold statues all the way.
You'll become one of my possessions.
Advanced technology from the newest, fastest car to the latest computer system.
No, seriously, I can imagine Greed wearing a king's outfit.
The moment you deliberately touch anything, even
imagine him wearing Little John's outfit from the Disney cartoon.
With horror, you will have just
and
enough
you'll
to
be one of his
realize what is
possessions
happening before your body turns to solid gold.
See? Told you.
Lure for the next greedy soul to enter the room. Assuming you made it into the third chamber unmolested, you should feel incredibly weary for no seemingly apparent reason.
And
I advise you to get the hell out of there as quickly as possible. No matter how comfy it would seem to simply close your eyes for a second, it's the worst thing you could do. You'll feel your muscles weigh like a
Sleeping Beauty.
You may even hear soft, gentle lullabies on the wind. But to fall asleep here would be to never wake again from our dreamless sleep. Don't get me wrong. You would not be dead, but neither would you truly be alive. You would be falling endlessly in a black void until the end of time, and the heavens fall. The fourth room will be almost bare, bar from a few people.
Next.
The moment you enter, they'll start snickering and jeering at you. They'll do things that you personally find insufferable. They'll poke you with sharp objects, call you names, tell you how worthless they think you are. Just block them out and walk on. For those that succumb to their anger will be forever locked in that moment of inflamed emotion, unable to feel anything but raw hatred.
Hey, Mustang's here.
Until your little
I guess he got sent to hell after all.
With instincts to rip and tear.
Yeah, Mustang is here, guys.
Then you'll be confronted with a
I guess he was suited to be in this, rather than the Chamber of Lust.
Will revel in your every movement and beg that you tell them how to escape the previous rooms. Nations will practically bow to you, and armies will
pride.
But
next
your
is pride.
slightest command, anything you create, no matter how badly made or written, will be an instant sensation, and people will feel compelled.
This is Chris Chan's chamber.
As easily as
the last
to fall
Prince
into a false sense of security, I advise you to move on as soon as possible.
Yeah.
The longer one stays, the more they will begin to suspect that not everything is as it seems. They'll see a knife under every cloak, and an assassin in every shadow, until their once great pride has reduced them to naught but a shivering wreck of paranoia and madness.
Mm-hmm.
The next room should resemble an ornate bedchamber, with a smell of perfume heavy in the air.
Lust.
Lying on a bed will be several of the most physically beautiful and alluring people you'll have ever seen. How they look varies greatly on
hi, Lust.
attractive to you. Different people have described anything from
Paid
long-legged
as
women
a
with
sadist?
enormous
I guess
breasts,
Envy does come here
flowing
for a
hair
little
to
while.
men with perfect six-packs and rippling muscles, and sultry voices that'll ask you to come to bed
No
for an
thank.
evening of romance. You must politely decline and do
I'm
nothing to
sorry,
provoke them.
but I have somewhere to
If you
be.
give in to your lust, or indeed give any such sign, they'll keep you there for eternity.
Yeah.
As a plaything for which they'll perform all kinds of perverted tortures
Is this a bad
that
thing
even
or
the
a good
most filthy
thing? You
human
guys
mind
decide.
would find horrifying to behold.
Yeah.
Finally, you'll find yourself in an empty room.
The last one.
Standing in front of you will be the figure from
Envy.
before, although the sense of wrongness should feel greater.
It turns out that Sebastian was
You'll
really
stand
Envy all
before two
along,
doors with a
guys!
smile unnaturally wide. They'll
Yeah.
congratulate you and
See?
ask you which gift you
See?
wish to receive. The first will be through the door
Oh,
on the
that
left.
clever shapeshifter.
This will send you back in time, when before you committed the ritual, you'll have no knowledge of what transpired, and would be promised a life of blissful ignorance, so much so that no one will be able to hurt you. Do not walk through this door. He wants you to. He's continuing on your envy of the possible gift of bliss. Choose that door and you will have blissful ignorance, for you shall no longer have any soul or intelligence, reduced to little more than a husk.
You're a homunculus if you go through that door,
Once you've
guys.
walked through the door on the right, you should wake up in your empty room.
Go through the doors of truth or the doors of envy. Which side do you choose?
You'll be able to smell a lie before it's even spoken.
Do you
And be able to tell a
do you
person's
want to know the
goal
truth?
at but a glance. However, this is also a curse, for never again will you be able to look at your loved ones in the same way, for fear of discovering their true nature. There's a reason some people choose to be a pariah on the edge of social groups.
Pariah?
And if you
I
pay
thought it was pronounced
attention,
piranha.
you'd see us,
The
what we've been
monsters of what we really
and
are.
no fear. Because for us, who've experienced true evil, nothing is hidden.
Yeah. Little bit of info right here, guys. When I first heard this, I literally don't know what to say to that. I mean, seriously, I just don't know what I was going to get myself into. But all I can say is that it was pretty interesting. It kind of reminds me of, well, sort of these short level ideas of Dante's Inferno, going through the 9 circles and all that, explains each circle. And, well, honestly, I imagine like some of these people, either from different franchises or not, being in these type of rooms. And another would have to be is, well, of course, my FMA gimmick is that is with these homunculi being in charge. Again, you could pretty much leave a comment below on how you think it is, or what your images of these rooms would be like, and who would definitely be in charge, and what would you do in these type of rooms. Well, that's all I'm gonna say for now. I'll see you guys later, and I will make that special announcement soon. I'll see you guys then. Have a nice day, guys.